New York State is legalizing medical marijuana, but growing pot for recreational use, that is still very much illegal.
Before the first frost of the season set in, Trishna Begum rode along with undercover state police pilots working to get rid of one of America's biggest cash crops.
Well, really a daunting task when you think about how much land there is to cover. I want you to take a good look at this picture. We'll pop it up full for you right now. Keep this image in your head and see if you can spot the pot in this field of green.
RPMs, 100% systems, everything is normally green.
On a clear, early fall day.
Crew passion mission equipment, everybody secure in the back.
With near perfect flying conditions.
Coming in with power.
2 undercover state police pilots are ready to take off.
102834 at 10:02.
In search of something
430, we're clear to the northwest.
only they can spot.
Absolutely beautiful cloudless day.
A beautiful day to find some pot.
Start with 0.6 on our list.
We take our counter-narcotics enforcement operations very seriously.
On the ground, undercover officers from the Warren County Sheriff's Office are on standby, tracking the chopper in the air.
It's all a matter of timing.
The ground team is already en route.
The pilots guiding them through the dense wooded area of the Adirondacks.
And there's a lot of places to go and a lot of places to hide.
Flying above the treetops, a sea of green camouflaging illegal grow operations.
How hard is it to spot a marijuana plant from 1,000 feet in the air?
Well, it's actually quite easy when you have your eye somewhat calibrated.
With his 8 years of experience and expert eye, the perfect shade of green is the needle in this haystack.
It's a very almost iridescent green color that will really stand out when sunlight is directly on the plant.
And on this flight, the sun was on our side.
The THCs, the chemical that is on the leaves of the plant, that gives it the actual shimmer.
The first location we checked,
Head up toward Warrensburg.
nothing.
Ground, this is air. We're going to head toward the city of Stony Creek.
We fly over swamps, streams, and lakes, areas that are also looked at closely because the plants need water.
I think I might have a location.
Half an hour into the flight and several locations later.
So as I'm in my right-hand turn here, you'll see 3 plants, just like shrubs, but a brighter green color.
Hard to spot for the untrained eye.
You'll see a footbridge. Just to the left of the footbridge, you should see the plants.
The ground team goes in, being very careful every step of the way.
Tripwires have been set up with small velocity explosives. We also see fish hooks hanging from trees at eye level.
But this mission turning out to be a success as multiple seizures stem from seeing a color unlike any other.
A shade of green that just is not naturally occurring anywhere else in New York State.
26 plants in total cut down and stored here. These were grown in Lake Luzerne, the homes nestled within the woods, hiding plants in plain sight.
It's going to get funneled through the schools. It's going to get funneled through, whoever is involved in that network.
A small part of that network now dismantled with 4 arrests and a lot of pot off the streets.
Marijuana tends to be the gateway drug that develops into other problems, and that's why, at least in my mind, it is so important that we continue missions like this.
Reminding us the cannabis grown for medical use is not what's on the ground. So remember this image? I actually showed it to you to show how difficult it is even for police to spot the plants sometimes. They thought that these bright green areas right here were pot plants, but turned out that that was not the case. But on this next slide, that shows you the color that they are watching out for in the sky. It's just a more vibrant green. As for the plants that we found on our flight when we were up there, those plants were dried, weighed, then used as evidence against the growers, who police say will all be charged with possession of marijuana. They've already been charged with growing it unlawfully. In the studio, I'm Trishna Begum for News 10 ABC on Fox 23.